Traders, we're looking at S&P 500 and mini futures, and we're going to use this structure to learn about price action rules. The first thing I need to do is to identify the market structure, and second, to find the correct key entry point, the correct channel. So the structure is mainly bearish. We started with a little bit of a consolidation at the beginning of the session, but shortly after, significant downtrend started, and actually we can witness overshoot. We are breaking the bottom trend channel line. We are also far away from the EMA. And this is why we're always looking for these channels, because market geometry allows us to spot these sudden nuances in price action. So overshoot can generate stronger momentum in the opposite direction, break the channel, and we even had overshoot to the upside. You can see how nicely the channel fades, leads to a break, and new extreme form according to trend line rules. So you have to decide between two biases, bullish or bearish. And because bullish played out with the break new high and it's much smaller, the bearish downtrend is stronger. Traders are leaning more bearish, expecting this downtrend to get new extreme. So because I expect bearish bias, I'm thinking about possible wider downtrend, but I want to see EMA rejecting stock market open, and we didn't reject. Okay, so this is giving me more neutral bias. We're pushing back below EMA. We actually have a new low, first entry short, second entry short, and new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long failure. But we're going quite sideways. You know, the idea to sell is correct, but there is potential support. It's not full at the EMA. I gotta be a little bit careful. The market just opened and we continue working lower, so I'm gonna redraw the short-term downtrend. I can also redraw the resistance because we have double top, and I'm gonna draw the support just to see where the target for price is going to be, because this is the area where you expect the new low to be reached. So right now, what am I expecting? I would like to see some clean two-legged pullback at the EMA so I can take second entry short. But price action is not offering me what I want. In fact, we're pushing lower and we already created a new extreme for the initial downtrend. But as we can see, this trend down was quite significant, and it is not uncommon for even the secondary channel like this to get a little push down, retest the new low as well. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I'm not really expecting reversal just yet, because there's a chance this downtrend may get new extreme. This really happens a lot. So even though the main channel is a break new low, I'm pausing my shorts a little bit, but I'm still keeping myself open to the possibility of this channel getting a retest. We have a failed second entry short above EMA, but I can't really go long. And notice market indeed reversed. So in hindsight, it's a great failed second entry short, but most of the times truly this leg down will get some leg down as another retest. So I believe it is better just to be patient, play the probabilities, what's going to happen most of the time. So now I have to strictly reverse, adapt, redraw brand new uptrend. Always look at the beginning of the channel, at the beginning of the move. First two swings allow you to set up the trend line. Third swing will confirm it. So we have an uptrend working higher. Right now, the bulls are in control. I'm going to redraw the short-term downtrend, and my thinking is the same thing as it was to the downside. I want to see second entry long at the key entry point. But I can only see first entry long, and market continues working higher, not even pulling back. Redraw the short-term uptrend. Now we have another second entry long, but as you can see, the downtrend is in play. It is not full at the EMA, and it visually resembles only one leg down. Okay, because we're short downtrend working lower, we're not full at the EMA. I cannot really go long just yet. We're breaking the channel. We expect new high. Congestion, no real setup. Okay, market going sideways. We form somewhat of a micro double top. I cannot go long into this. And we actually have new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, micro two-legged pullback. And we can see that the EMA keeps holding every time, and the high lows are being formed. So more advanced trader can consider drawing this secondary channel. But this is way more advanced because you can see the EMA is not even holding. So this is more advanced, but it's a decent second entry long. You need to make sure you're observing the secondary channel. But you can see we're not even touching the EMA. This was quite a significant uptrend. You can see not single break below EMA. So this uptrend is definitely strong. Bearish pullbacks are tiny. Okay, the channel is confirmed. Can I get a second entry long? We have a new high, first entry long. And we only have first entry long. Every single time new high is exceeded, I have to reset the count. So count is reset. We have break of the channel. The trend line rule says you're expecting new high even for this secondary channel. Can we push above EMA? We can. Okay. So now I'm thinking second entry long, new high, first entry long, little pullback, second entry long can get it. And there was no pullback, we only created the push to new extreme. So price action is following trendline rule, but doesn't allow me to enter a safe high probability setup other than this, but it's okay. I'm just gonna wait. Break new extreme according to trendline rule. Now analyze this uptrend. This is important. You can see that EMA keeps holding consistently. Bearish pullbacks are really tiny, so the momentum and bias really shifted in this market. It's really more bullish. You can see right now we're correcting because uptrend has a new high, so I'm going to follow the short-term downtrend. Now, here you can decide between wide the channel or tie the channel. EMA is going to tell the tale. After you can see such a strong bullish reversal, such a deep retracement, you have to delete the wide channel, redraw the shorter one with the break and the new extreme. And because the resistance we identified earlier is coming into play as a support, breakout pullback on a larger pattern, buyers are coming to the market, our bias is right now shifting bullish, okay? Because we retrace too much up, we're not coming back into the trend range, so the bias is more bullish. I'm going to redraw the short-term uptrend. We only have first entry long. Can we get a second entry long? We have a second entry long, but notice I don't have much room to scalp out before these highs. So I'm going to mark it more aggressive. Second entry long. Uptrend is new high. EMA keeps holding. Would have been better had there been no bearish tail at the top of this candle. Closing here. Market created a new extreme. Now, what do you think? Are you thinking about reversal? Not really. We can see there's small support being formed. We established the bias is mainly bullish. This is important breakout pullback support holding. Strong push above EMA. So I definitely cannot go short just yet. So I hope no one got tricked by this setup. And actually we have high-low confirmation setup. High-low, multiple tests. We have sort of like a triple test here, another test here. Great tier 1 signal bar, closing above EMA. All the early settles got trapped. And this is a great high probability setup. High-low confirmation setup. The signal bar is great. Tier 1 signal bar. And we can see small support holding. And market continues working higher. And because we keep continuing working higher so strongly, you can see how trend is getting stronger. And we're pushing too far up. I have to look for different channel. At first I was looking for something like this. As we kept pushing higher, I had to adapt to steeper alternative. Something like this. Fits fairly well off of these highs. Now I don't really like how there's so much empty room. But this is pretty much the best channel we have right now. So I'm gonna redraw the short-term channels. Always try to follow the short-term channels. Every single trend has corrections within. And the short-term channel allows us to identify correct entry where we can go long again. New high exceeded. I have to reset the count. First entry long. Can we get a second entry long? We have a second entry long here, but notice we're not full at the EMA. And not only that, the half of this bar's body has a bearish tail. So we're not at the EMA, neutral signal bar, stacked consolidation here. You know, even though it worked, we cannot go long. And by the time you get this entry, I mean, you're going long at the top of this consolidation. You know, the bias is bullish. We are close to key entry point, but price action doesn't allow us to take a safe setup, unfortunately. So just because it worked here today, that doesn't mean that next time you may not get trapped on this, okay? Downtrend create a break, new extreme. So right now we identify the fact that seller's correction is over. We're pushing above EMA, that's a good sign. And I'm expecting failed second entry short. High-low is not really confirming much, and more importantly, 4 bars congestion. EMA is in the middle of the bars, and high-low is inside bar. Can I get a failed second entry short? Ideally, we would like to see failed second entry short closer to the high-low around this area. By the time you get a failed second entry short, you have this signal bar, which is quite lackluster. Not really a big fan of going long here, but notice the follow-up bar. This changed everything. The bar looked very bearish, and at the close of the bar, everybody started buying, and the bar closed as a tier 1 bullish signal bar. So because this is a secondary follow-up bar, very strong, you can actually consider taking a failed second entry short here, but I wouldn't go long on the first signal bar because it is quite neutral still for the bullish momentum. It worked for a quick easy scalp, almost 3 points. Market corrected quite strongly. And notice another overshoot. So you can expect stronger momentum in the opposite direction. And you're expecting pretty much same thing as you were expecting here. We're breaking the channel, so according to rules, to expect new high. But I want to see that push above EMA. And once again, high low is not enough. Why? Well, because this downtrend doesn't have new low. There's a potential chance of creating the retest to new extreme, the second leg down. And for this reason, I would like to see failed second entry short. High low is always better. And there's a clear break new low. And generally, you like to see clear broad 2 legs. We have only 1 leg, so I like to see failed second entry short. But price action just works higher and doesn't allow us to take any setup, which is a shame. We even have a second entry long breakout pullback. We broke higher, came back, tested the breakout area. But this second entry long is so far up. You're buying this far up, but it's so far from the EMA, way too aggressive. I can't really go long. And we can see the market created the new extreme. So I'm going to follow the trend now. We'll break new extreme. So we're pausing, looking to go long. Now, when I was watching this live, I actually had my channel. I was looking for even a wider alternative to still keep it in play. But as we can see, the downtrend is working lower. I cannot go long. And as price action keeps continuing working lower, I have to adapt to stronger bias, stronger downtrend. It fits really well. Now we're pushing above EMA, so I cannot sell. But at the same time, price action doesn't allow us to buy safely, no good setup. So this is where structure is getting a little bit unclear. This leg down has a break new low. You know, second entry short here, but it's too big, I cannot really sell. We have a new extreme. But we keep continuing to trend down. Downtrend, break, leg down, another leg down. Now there's a chance there's going to be potentially some wider downtrend, but it's not fully confirmed. And we actually have a second entry short. Rejection once, twice, great signal bar. You know, this is great locally, but because the wider downtrend is not fully confirmed, I'm gonna mark it only as more aggressive. Price action created a scalp. The lower high was bullish bar. We can't really take it. We're breaking the channel. I can actually make the channel even a little bit wider. Like this. Always look for the correct channel. You can use the bottom swings. You can see how nice it fits. We actually have a second entry short. Counter reset here. First entry short. Pullback. Second entry short. Decent small enough signal bar. Off the main key entry point. Second entry short. Can you get lower high confirmation setup? We cannot. We actually have a new high, first entry long, second entry long failure, but the signal bar is horrible. I cannot sell below horrible bar like this, especially once I can see high lows. So this is where it gets wedgy, lower highs but high lows. So you have to be extra careful and extra patient here for price action to truly reveal its cards. Your goal is not to take setups every single time, just to wait for everything to align. Now you have a second entry short, but the signal bar is bad. Now by the time you get lower high, you're selling directly into these lows. EMA flatten. This is a consolidation. So when you're watching this live, you can't deny the fact that you're trading consolidation like this. So it's better to get a failed second entry long, and we cannot get a failed second entry long. Downtrend has a break new extreme. I'm pausing looking to sell, but I can see that the market continues working lower. So I'm going to redraw another uptrend. Okay, we keep working lower, so I have to redraw why the downtrend. It fits really well. But we cannot even pull back to the EMA, and we already have a break new extreme even for this channel. So we can't really sell, and now it's getting way too late here. This is the overall structure for today. This area was quite confusing because the market took a while to reverse. You can see the trend up was significant, yet it never really continued. There was a break new high, and then we had this weak downtrend slowly working lower. But you really need to be patient. As you can see, price action never really managed to stay above EMA every single time, push lower. So you have to adapt to a wider downtrend. The first half of the day was easy to navigate. The second half was a little bit harder. Make sure to always look for these channels. The market geometry allow us to see the details in price action. Couple decent setups, but not that many setups compared to how many bars that they printed on the chart. So overall, quite a decent uptrend with a little bit of a downtrend at the end. So I hope you had a good trading day. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck with your trading.